this kind of branches into my next point. Like we're talking about, things can start to get out of hand. And where I see a lot of that happening at younger and younger levels now is with like the evaluation process and like training camps and those types of things. It's kind of like you're bringing the like junior hockey structure of how those teams are run down to younger and younger levels. So it's like the coaches are like looking at 10-year-olds in the summertime, or at least parents think they are, or they're using spring hockey as a secret tryout for their AAA team. And then they have a week-long training camp where it's like a super intensive, and things are just starting to get out of hand a little bit for like we're talking age appropriate, right? If you're running a U16 AAA team in their draft year, maybe that's a little bit different than the 11-year-olds, and you can start to ramp it up appropriately. But I find it's like there's one mentality only, and it's we need to be the best team possible, and that means we need to be on the ice every day and doing all these extra workouts, and you need to be at this gate and this gate and this gate, and you need this gear, and we need to look like a team, we need to act like a team, we need to be like a team, and we're going to do that all year round so that we're the best. And I find that mentality is becoming more and more prevalent, even though it's ineffective and not appropriate, even at the younger levels. Like right now, they got the brick tournament going on right now, or was going on, or whatever recently. I just saw some posts about it, and I'm looking at these kids, and like they're putting highlights of the games. And what a cool, like I'm not trying to shit talk the brick tournament. Like what a great experience for the kids. Like it's super cool. It's run like top notch, right? The kids, they're all decked out, and the kids are all great players and whatever. But then it's like they're 10. Or they're 11, however old they are, so it's like, is this necessary? Like, should it be your goal as an 11-year-old to play in the brick tournament? Like, is that an appropriate thing? So I want to talk about that a little bit, is like the maybe evaluation process and the use of training camps by coaches younger and younger. Not that it's all bad either, like talking about like where it's good, where it's not. So let's say, make it a more clear question, if you were running, let's say whatever tryouts, evaluations, training camp, the differences between maybe kids that are 12 and kids that are 16, junior, whatever, like where would you highlight what's appropriate versus not, or what you need to do versus not? What would you do? Let's say if you're the coach.
That's fine. What would I do?
Yeah.
Winters for you, for the kids, me and the kids. Summers for themselves. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. Do you have to do some prep? Yeah, no. It's becoming crazy. So when I had the U6, when I had Charlie's team, it was the organization started the ice on, let's say, October 3rd for numbers. And that's when we started, man. October 3rd. I'm not taking a team of 8 or 9-year-old kids in the summertime, right? In the summertime, taking them away from being a kid or maybe a vacation or a camping trip or swimming party or anything like that, so that I can get these 8 and 9-year-old kids ready for the season. Season starts October 3rd. We got 6 months of this. We'll be fine. And then the kids that want to, this is the important thing, the kids that want to go out all summer and not go on vacation or go on the ice 3 times a week or every day or whatever, or shoot pucks and live hockey, they're going to do that anyways. And the other kids, I'm just ruining their summer. And maybe they get to the rink and they like it, but in the summertime, let them be kids. That's how I am. If you want to go work out and stuff, go do it. Now, as you get to...
Okay, wait, sorry. So let's say now, because on every team, I'm sure there's a spectrum of interest level, right? So let's say you have the 12-year-old AAA team, and your philosophy as coach is, okay, summertime, you do you. I'll see you in September or whatever. Let's say you get 5, 6 parents that maybe call you or email you, or they say something to you about, hey, like, feel like it'd be really good if we got the team together to do some skates. Like, I don't know if you'd be willing to coordinate that or something.
Are you talking me with my business, or just
no,
me?
Just like the coach. Like they just say to the coach, like, it'd be nice if we had some skates with the kids. Like we could go do these other camps, but it'd be cool if we got the team together a little bit early to do some skates. What's your answer for that?
Yeah, my answer is the same. Okay, so you are really, really serious about hockey. AAA or not, I don't give a shit. You're real serious about hockey. your kids maybe, but it sounds like you are motivated parent or motivated kids because you're all worried about the team dynamic in July. That's on you, man. Right? So why the hell should I take 3 or 4 or 5 kids that really want to get on the ice and think that the team needs some stuff and ruin 10, or not ruin, but force that on 5 or 10 other people? That's, to me, summertime is your time. It's like the NHL, the OHL has policies. College, they have policies where, like, we got some guys that went to their schools in the U.S. at the NCAA schools, St. Cloud, different places, and the coaches aren't allowed on the ice. It's captain's practice. So if you want to come, it's captain's practice. I don't know how much force that is, but the coaches can't go anywhere near it for a reason, man. The OHL, you can't have your hands on the kids. It's in the summertime. It ends on the last playoff day. You're allowed to have your development camp, your training camp, and everything else. You can't do it. The NHL has a bargaining agreement to keep people away. So why should it be any different for kids? And I'm not. Why should it be different? I'm not even trying to compare the two. But to me, it's summertime, man. Go have summer. And why is it fair? Why is it fair? Like, if you're playing lacrosse or baseball, so why should I make my summer training program, that because I'm your coach, more important than your baseball team or your soccer team or your family vacation? Don't make me feel guilty because you're nuts. We'll be fine. Everyone is going to be just fine, in my opinion. Now, the 1 year that I coached, or the 2 years I coached in the States, it was U16, and they were like, okay, so when are we going to start skating? I said, well, when does it start, man? September. Okay, so let's say it's September 1st. Okay, so maybe the week before or something. Oh, I thought we maybe do like a month or something. I said, it's freaking August. So number one, they're going to get sick of me as a coach. I promise you. I could be the best coach ever, everyone's best friend. At some point, they're just going to say, can you please shut up? Stop with your positivity or your negativity or whatever. Just stop, right? So you got X amount of time to coach. So what we did, I made a little bit of a concession.
Nice.
I don't know if that's the word.
Could be.
And I said, okay, how about the week before? The week before, we'll do a mini camp for 3-4 days. So I went to the States and we did that, and it was nice. The team and they said, and then we could get the socks, jerseys, and all that stuff taken care of. I said, okay, that's fine, shorts and stuff. And we did it was a couple hours a day, and it was fine.
And sorry, that was U16. So that's draft year kids. So that's the same philosophy.
Dude. Let's put it in perspective. If you can coach at all, if you're coaching a AAA team, you should be able to coach a little bit. If you can coach at all, you know what a AAA kid is doing in the summertime. What are they doing in the summertime?
Skating, working out, playing another sport.
Yeah, but
hanging out with their family,
most
going on
likely
vacation.
they didn't drop, like in today's day and age, they didn't drop hockey in March or April when it was over and never touched the blades until September. That's maybe 3 kids in the whole world do that now. So they're skating, they're doing stuff. So if I can't if I'm coaching AAA, and most likely if I had these, not most likely, if I had these kids the year before or the year before and the year before, if I can't take those kids in 2-3 practices and just go over our breakouts, our forechecks, our PK, and get them on some sort of page in a week or 3 practices, well,
right.
Okay, come on.
Yeah.
You've been skating all year.
Yeah, what is the extra time going to do?
What do you need the training camp for? It's for what?
Well, it's funny as
do what you want, but I'm just saying, from you're asking me if I'm a coach, it's and by the way, I want to enjoy my life too, but that's you can't coach if you need 3 weeks to prepare them for a freaking or all summer, and then the kids that want to work out are going to work out. Here's the thing: it's like what we said in one of our podcasts before. If your kid is actually a real hockey player and ends up getting a scholarship or ends up going to the OHL or moving away to play hockey, the stuff that you put your thumb on all the time, you need to work out, you need to do this, you got to train. When you're not there, they're going to be who they are. So if they can't do a workout in the summertime on their own, then that's on them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was talking to a coach the other day, and I think he's coaching literally a U10 team, and he was talking about how it's impossible to organize anything with the like parents and players and whatever because there's so much going on. I'm like, well, yeah, no shit. I'm like, no shit, because you are trying to schedule 2-3 skates a week. They have two or three
that work in your time frame.
yeah, right, that work for you.
Yeah.
And then that kid also plays lacrosse or soccer or baseball or whatever. They also are trying to go on vacation. They also have 2 other kids in the family. They also have this and this and this and this and this. And it's like, yeah, no shit. You can't schedule anything. Obviously, because not only are you doing it, all their other coaches are doing the same thing you're doing at the same time.
And they're going to a skating coach
Yeah,
or a
right?
skills coach.
So it's and this is where I'm getting back to like just things getting off the rails. It's like